in West Indies?
अरे यार ये he had tweeted 8 minutes ago.
So we have a breaking news. We don't have the toss update. We don't have the teams also because even the ground, the teams are not there at the ground also. Why?
Because obviously
everything and everybody is missing. So the news is that the match has again been delayed. The reason you all know that the luggage or the kits that the players have, nothing has reached to any of these players. So the match has been delayed again. Now what is being said is that the match will now start at 11 p.m. with an asterisk.
Yes, also not sure if it will start at 11 because the teams have not left their hotels. They have not reached the ground.
So how can they start at 11?
Yeah, I also find it, though it's very close, but even then.
No, if you are saying that, are they going to, will the toss take place in the hotel only?
Yeah, I don't see it starting at 11 also. I don't see it starting at 11, even though they are saying push to 11.
Is this a joke?
I don't know. Is it gully cricket? Also, matches start in time.
It's an ICC recognized series, I believe.
Yes.
Not the what do you call legends?
Not anything. Even our ST Red, ST Blue start on time.
Exactly.
Even our delay is like
no. The problem I can understand. You know, all these things should have been taken care of. We're playing an international cricket match. This is actually a joke because the teams haven't even reached the stadium because they have not left their hotels. And 9:30 here in India it is 9:40, basically 9:38, 40. So toss has to happen at 10:30. If the match has to start at 11 p.m, then toss has to happen at 10:30.
I doubt it will happen at 10:30 also. See, Yogendra Singh, who is joining us, is sending us laughing, which is true. It's because you become a laughing stock.
Yes, but in this case, who? Do you think the match should go ahead today?
Match will, because see, people have paid a lot of money. Broadcasters pay a lot of money for broadcasting rights. All of that is at stake. You cannot cancel the match.
Who's paying? Doordarshan?
No, fan code is. They've sublet those rights to Doordarshan. So at the end of the day, fan code is pay.
No, and by the way, tomorrow also you have to play a match.
Yes.
So you have two back-to-back matches. So is it possible that I'm saying, you know, because players mentally, are they there?
I'm sure they will be. I doubt that. But you anyway have such a short recovery time of less than 20 hours, even if it was played on time. Now that recovery time will reduce to whatever 15.
No, I'm saying even if this match goes ahead, you know, players mentally, would they be in that zone to play a cricket match? You know, since morning, if you have a match in the evening or in the afternoon, since morning or last night, you know, you would have had discussions in the dressing, or you know, you would have had discussions about what the team combination could be, you know, talking about cricket, a lot of other things. Now they would be talking about where's my kit bag, where's your kit bag, or whoever has. Or maybe I think the first 11 would be whoever has a kit bag, please go ahead. Feel first come first serve basis.
They can borrow kits now when we play matches from West Indies player or someone.
Brian Lara must have.
There's no Brian. Send kits now.
Send kits,
They've come from Trinidad. Brian Lara was in Trinidad.
Yes. Oh, they came from Trinidad. Right.
Borrow kits and ask, can I share your bag today?
But this is.
Can I take your pads? Can I? No, but maybe the bat and pads and all maybe not be an issue. But what if the jerseys have not reached with your name and the India color?
Yes.
Don't forget.
Then they can't play with those Hawaiian shirts.
No. Ganjis. You can't wear that and come and start.
And you know, there is something about this tour, because there are also reports that there is some visa issue because the last two T20s have to be played in the US. Now there is some visa issue, so there is a possibility, a slight possibility that the last two T20s may not take place in the US. But
Oh, that is big news you are telling
in West Indies
our viewers.
those last two T20s. So there is something about this T20 series.
This is big news that Rahul is giving us on Sports Today. He's saying that now the comedy of errors has not stopped here only in St. Kitts, where the kits haven't arrived and the match has been delayed. It may carry on. So maybe then they'll have time, they can cancel today, fix it on another day.
Exactly.
If you're not going to go to the US, as Rahul is pointing out, because visas have not come, if the match is not going to happen in US, then what you can do is cancel today, play the one on Tuesday, then play on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, relax.
I'm saying you can, fortunately, in West Indies, it's not a day-night T20. Had it been a day-night T20, you would have had to call off this match, because you were supposed to, the scheduled start originally was 8 p.m. Then it
got pushed to 10.
10. Now 11.
I don't think it will start at 11 also.
I also have my
Because if
doubts.
the teams haven't left the hotel for the ground, how will they start? As Yadu Vinayak is saying, the irony of this is the match is in St. Kitts but no kits.
No kids.
Imagine.
No kids at St. Kitts.
If it starts after 12, then technically एक दिन में 2 international matches.
True.
For Indians.
For Indians.
There
For
तो 2 दिन नहीं होंगे.
Yeah. But this is strange. For a cricket team,
Absolutely.
it's an So, as of now, this is the information that we have. We already have somebody there at St. Kitts. I hope he has his luggage with him. And so, as of now, the scheduled start has been pushed to 11 p.m. Teams haven't arrived at the stadium. They're still there in their respective hotels. And they still don't, I don't know if they have their luggage with them or not, if the luggage or the kits have arrived so far, can't say, but teams have not reached the venue, and the scheduled start that is being told as of now is 11 p.m. That is close to say an hour and 17 minutes from now. Nikhil says it looks highly unlikely that they'll be able to start it on time at 11 p.m. My guess is also pretty similar to what he says. And then the other story is that maybe the last two T20s that are scheduled to be played in the US may not take place there, because there is some visa issue with the Indian team or the Indian players.
And just to let everyone know, if you're making fun of the West Indies, it's very common in the West Indies, in the 3 tours that I have done, it's very common that the luggage gets lost. But as our good friend Chandresh pointed out, that it's happened in India also. It happened in 84 in India, when Australia came here, in 87 when West Indies was here in India, that their luggage also hadn't arrived via flight. So the match got delayed. Also 1994 in Vizag.
Yes, that one I
India
remember.
versus West
That was
Indies.
West Indies, and I think the
India.
luggage got stuck somewhere in Chennai.
So it's happened a few times in India also, where the luggage did not arrive in time and the match had to be postponed. Today we are still waiting. Pradeep Srivalsan is reading, one of you have a similar luggage experience in the Caribbean. I had, but in the Caribbean.
This was where, by the way?
What?
Your luggage.
So in the Caribbean, luggage was, I think, maybe St. Kitts or St. Lucia, but it was a common thing in West Indies, because we traveled so often between islands there. 2006 tour and 2007 World Cup. Then I went there back for the 2010 T20 World Cup. All time luggage would disappear. So it's not a new thing, but as we pointed out, it's happened in India also, that luggage has disappeared. The one time that my luggage that I was telling you about, 2 months later the bag came, that was from South Africa. But that was in the international flight from South Africa to
India.
Yeah.
But for the players, especially I can't say about the players who are playing currently. I wonder if this would have happened with the team that had Tendulkar or Gavaskar, because they were in fact, they would start preparing for a match mentally much before the match would actually begin.
I think now these guys have found a way of get adjusted. 1 hour here and there, maybe 2 more cups of tea, coffee, some relaxation,
or maybe an Instagram live.
Insta live, what a great idea! Actually, it would have been a great idea to do Insta live. Silly Point, thank you for your kind comments. He's saying we are like Messi and Neymar. You can pick who is Messi and who is Neymar. Let me call our good friend Vimal in the West Indies and let him tell us.
So let's get
latest update.
Huh? Is there?
No, let's see if he picks up. He must be doing his own live.
Amit Kumar is saying, will it not affect the broadcasters as timings are odd for India now? Well, cricket in West Indies actually affects broadcasters a lot. That is one of the reasons why. Okay, we'll have to check that.
What is he saying? What do you have to check?
So that is one of the reasons why not too many private broadcasters were interested in taking the rights for.
Aditya Suryavanshi says, Darren Sammy says 1 p.m. No, 1:30 p.m. That's the local time, which is 11 p.m. Here. India time. He must be saying that. So 1:30 p.m. St. Kitts time. So
according to Vimal Kumar, who's there at the ground, at least an hour ago, nobody was there. ICC match officials were there, but
India's hockey match is on, by the way, guys, against England. It's a packed house at the Commonwealth Games. India leading 4-1. I was just looking at our Indian women cricketer, Smriti Mandhana, Jemima Rodrigues, all of them watching the game live.
There.
Hockey match. No, not at the stadium. In the Games Village, they put it on a big screen they have now. So they're sitting and watching this hockey game.
That also must be
and Jemima, played hockey also.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, she played hockey also, the junior level.
I think
So she's watching the hockey match, and now England have scored, so it's 4-2 now. 4-2 India lead. England have just
cricketers, scored. Actually, this must be an experience of a lifetime.
Yes, to be in a Games Village.
Because they're just traveling here, there as a team, I understand. But then suddenly you realize, I think they can always say that they are actually playing for India. But when you compete and play in these multi-discipline events like Olympics, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, then you actually realize that that national pride playing for India. I'm not saying while playing for an Indian cricket team that sort of a feeling doesn't come, but then you realize these athletes, the likes of Achinta Shioli, Sanket Sargar. These are stories. Jeremy, even Mirabai, of course, is now a household name. But these kind of stories, when they get to meet these players, these athletes, and especially when they return after winning a medal, the kind of celebrations, you become a family. Must be an experience for them.
So they're in the third quarter. This hockey game. Also, judo India may get a medal now anytime.
Yeah.
So we'll be keeping a close track.
You will get a medal. Just the color
we don't
know. Has to be decided.
Yes. So it's 1:30 p.m. local time, which is 11 p.m. But as I've been saying, highly doubted that it'll happen. Dhruv Maheshwari says if the match does not happen. So will he get money back in the fantasy leagues that he's playing? Of course you'll get your money back. Of course. Prem Sai has a very interesting theory. He's saying the airport staff did not want Indians to miss the Commonwealth hockey and badminton game. So they delayed their luggage so they can watch.
Imagine something of this, this sort would have happened here in India.
Oh,
You would have been up in arms by
yes. Absolutely. A very interesting question there. Did South Africa really outclass England, or England played bad in the T20 series? Dex is asking. Very good question. I'll go first. I think that's two things to it. I think the South African team is very good. And just a few days ago on Sports Today, we were asked by someone to pick our top 4 of the T20 World Cup. Just on the way, this is about 2-3 weeks ago. And were you there on that thing? Did you pick your top? No, you were not there.
I was not there.
Okay, maybe me, Siddharth and Shane were there. And I had picked South Africa in my top 4. I think this South African team can do wonders. So one, South Africa is playing good. And two, that this England team is also not in form. They're not as bad as they're made to look like. If, their batsmen are not firing on all cylinders like Jason Roy and Johnny Bairstow, like Joss Butler. One of them is firing here and there, but collectively they're not firing. So I think they will come good.
The good thing about South Africa, is that they are playing their perhaps the best possible 11 that may feature in the T20 World Cup. Not today. Against England, but in fact even against India they played almost a full strength team. Then here also they are playing a full strength team again. So I think as a team they would know what is good for them, and they know how to go about it. So I think that could be very, very beneficial for them in the long run, or for the T20 World Cup. If you see India or even England against India, they played the bowlers who may not feature in their regular 11. They played batsmen who may not feature in their first choice 11. So maybe that is where I think South Africa is doing well.
So South Africa batsmen are firing. Reza Hendricks played a good knock. Then Markram has been in outstanding form. Christian Stubb now another one who's looking very good the last few games. And then you've got Miller who will get back into form. You remember Miller being very good. By the way, England have scored the third goal, 4-3 now. It's a mental game, this one. India versus England, very highly anticipated hockey match of this Commonwealth Games. It's a full house, packed house in that hockey match. India up against England.
That's a shortly defense from India.
But great hockey skill by the attacker
absolutely.
Also.
One
from
single person almost dodged past 3, 4, 5 actually.
And from
5
almost zero angle.
And one, exactly.
And from a zero angle to score.
Yeah.
Incredible goal by England. Now they were trailing 4-2, now it's 4-3.
And I think just over 9 minutes remaining in the match actually.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Yeah.
I hope I didn't say it's going to be a draw. Anyway.
You had picked England, I remember.
No, I never said.
You picked England. Yes, on top I had asked you.
Obviously against England we won't lose.
I had picked India, you had picked England to win. Yes, I remember.
No, I remember I said something. I think India were leading at that time 3-0.
And then you said England will win. Yes. India was leading 2-0, I think. Or was it 3-0? No, 2-0.
2 or 3-0.
2-0.
Soban Sai is saying we talked about plan B for the openers. Are Yusuf and Rohit okay, he's saying do we have a plan B for the Indian openers like we had Yusuf Pathan and Rohit Sharma in 2007 T20 World Cup or the 2013 Champions Trophy? Do you have a plan B?
No, for openers only, or because they were not okay. Okay, got it. No, we don't think there has been a bit of a fight in the game between
Mandeep
Indian
is
players and
fight. No, it's I think
and England players.
Mandeep is.
Oh, I would love to see the replay of that. Sorsby and Mandeep had a bit of a fight. Let's see who gets a card. Very high intensity match between India and England in hockey at the Commonwealth Games. 4-3 India leading, very, very close. Now there's been a bit of aji-baji. Let's find out. Backup openers, no. I think the backup opener, you had so many, but you have not zeroed in on anyone. Ishan Kishan, you could have, but you're not playing him. Ruturaj Gaikwad, you could have, not playing him. Then you had Shubman Gill, who's played in ODI, but not in the scheme of things in T20, so you don't know. So we'll have to figure out who.
I hope, okay, it's a yellow card.
Oh, there's a yellow card for Gurjant.
Go out for a few minutes.
Yes. So we'll
India
see now.
Have now been reduced to 10 players.
What happened here? Oh, there is that thing. There is the thing. Is there something between the two of them?
I think he tried to push him.
Push or something, but what led to that fight? I cannot understand. Good question by our good friend, but he sent such little money that I don't feel like taking the question, but we'll take it. He says, does Bavuma make it to the South Africa T20 lineup? Good question.
Good question. For me, he does. Lineup as in 11. He should.
Yes.
He will be part of. I think he will be there.
Excuse me.
Because you, if you are questioning Bavuma, you have a lot of Bavumas in your team, Chandresh. The Indian
Please
team
name
I'm
them.
talking about.
Please name them.
No, I'm saying.
Rahul Rawat name. You
No,
cannot
I'm
just
saying
say.
Bavuma is a very good player, very good batsman. Period. You want me to name?
Yes.
All these good batsmen? You have Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Rishabh
You are
Pant,
comparing
Suryakumar
Rohit
Yadav.
Sharma to Temba Bavuma.
I'm saying Temba Bavuma is
whatever you are
a
looking
very
at.
important player for South Africa.
But
Similarly,
no.
Rohit, Virat,
no, whatever
KL,
you can say,
Rishabh, Surya.
you are comparing Temba Bavuma and Rohit Sharma. Temba Bavuma is a batsman who's a grinder, who just bats run a ball type of thing. But
at times you need these kind of characters.
But Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli and everyone you're comparing to Temba Bavuma. No. I think you're completely wrong. India saved a penalty corner, by the way. It could have been 4-all.
No, but are they getting another one?
No.
Wait,
they are?
They might challenge.
No, they are not. They're not getting anyone.
No, I think they might challenge.
No, they're not getting. Yeah, they're not getting.
Oh.
Just missed it by an inch.
Okay.
By an inch.
No. Oh.
Angad Kapoor is saying, nowadays I'm watching test match highlights of India team between 2000 and 2010 and only one song plays in my mind. Kya se kya ho gaya? Dekhte hi dekhte. I'm saying this when I see today's batting in test cricket. Angad has a point here.
That was, you will not get that kind of a lineup.
Valid point here, Angad Kapoor.
Angad, you are bang on. You will not get Sehwag to open with. Then at number 3, Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar, Lakshman, Saurabh.
Now I'm going to get you latest update from Mr. Vimal. You are live. You have exhausted all your grammar in Hindi. Now you have to start talking in English. You are live on Sports Today. Give us the update of when will the match start at 11 and how can it start at 11 because the teams I believe have not even reached the ground. Please Vimal, you are live right now. 1000 people are watching you live.
Nikhil, okay Nikhil, the moment, Nikhil, the moment you have called me up, I have the latest of the teams have arrived. I will just after a few minutes because I need to take those shots, but the latest breaking is that team has arrived, so that there could toss and everything. So please excuse me, I'm just taking just
okay. Okay, Vimal.
Thanks for the
So that was Vimal live joining us from St. Kitts. What does he tell us? The teams have arrived right now at the ground. So looks like the kits have arrived. Looks like that the match will take place at 11 o'clock. And the toss, that means, could very well happen at 10:30. The only thing that could delay it even further is the fact that usually, just to let you guys know how a match happens, teams arrive a good 2 hours before the match because they spend an hour or so warming up. So that you'll see, teams reaching the stadium, putting their kits, then they go out, bowlers do a bit of drills, batsmen do a bit of drill, all of that keeps happening. And so that's how they prepare for the match. and so that's why I think an hour before the match is most likely. But right now, what I can tell you is that because they've reached an hour in advance, I don't know. Put the hockey back, Shivam. Put the hockey back, please, because it's 4-4 in the hockey match also.
4-4?
Yes, they scored 4-4. So England have equalized with just about 5 minutes to go in the Commonwealth hockey. India versus England, packed house, jam-packed stadium, and England have fought back, being 3-1 down. They have now equalized 4-4. So with just about 5 minutes to go. So that's very exciting. But coming back to the cricket, guys, just to give you an update, that we just got an update live from St. Kitts. Teams have arrived at the ground, which means now 11 p.m. start can happen. That means toss can happen in half an hour. The only thing I'm a bit skeptic about the 11 o'clock start is that usually teams reach 2 hours in advance and they do 1 hour of warm-up drills, everything, batting.
Exactly.
So will they have that much time? Maybe as special circumstances, because the match has already been delayed. See, the first bit of good news is the fact that teams have reached. That means Kitts and all have reached. So that's the first hurdle. You know, because till now we were only assuming that whatever did not reach, the luggage did not reach, will reach. At least the teams having arrived to the ground is the first indication that the kits that had not reached have reached. So that's the first thing.
No, for me, the biggest assurance is that the match is going to happen.
Yes.
Match is going to happen,
And that
because
means the
you
kits
never know.
have reached.
Because
Yeah.
you never know. Delays after delays could have resulted that you may have to, postpone the match.
Yes.
Maybe to some other date, because tomorrow again you are playing. Maybe day after tomorrow you could have
Yes.
played this T20I. So at least match is happening, is going to take place because the teams have arrived. As far as luggage, kits are concerned, I hope everybody has got his luggage and has got his kit back from wherever it was stuck. And thirdly, I still have my doubts
About what?
for an 11 p.m. start.
11 p.m. start.
Because these are professional athletes. If you don't warm up before a match, it can actually result to anything. You can have a hamstring injury, you can have anything, cramps, if somebody plays for a longer duration, you never know what it can result to. So that is why you need to have a warm up before a match begins. So that is what can happen. But as of now, the good news is the match that was earlier originally scheduled to start at 8 p.m. will start, but at 11 p.m. That's the news from St. Kitts, which you just heard. And the other thing is that teams have arrived for this second T20 international. Now, interestingly, we'll have to see, what is the makeup of the 11. Will that delay in getting the luggage and kits back, will it affect the makeup of the 11? Because has everybody got it? Or maybe if somebody got it, the luggage came in batches. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, India meanwhile in hockey were down to 9 men. 2 people were out in the sin bin.
Gurjan to happened with in front of
Yes,
us.
so 2 people are out, and so they were in the sin bin. Adarsh Mishra says, talk in Hindi please. Adarsh, just to let you know, this is an English platform, and so that is the communication that we have to do. You got to realize that not everyone understands Hindi in our country, though both me and Rahul can speak Hindi, and we do speak on various other platforms, but we do have Hindi platforms as well. So if Hindi is what you desire, there is a platform. This is an English platform, and it is for people who are more comfortable with English than in Hindi, or people who can speak both languages, or people who cannot understand Hindi. So that is why
So the match,
we are talking in English.
So the BCCI has officially confirmed that the match will start at 1 p.m. So far
1 p.m. local time.
No, 1 p.m. India time, 1:30 local time.
No. How can that be?
Yeah.
No, 11 p.m. India time.
Sorry, 11. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I stand corrected. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
yeah.
1:30 local time and 11 p.m. India time.
Exactly. So which means toss will happen in about 25 minutes from now.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry. 10:30 is the toss time.
Yeah, that's
sorry,
right.
sorry.
In 25 minutes from now, the toss will happen, and in exactly 55 minutes from now, you will get to see the first ball.
By the way, just over 1 minute.
1 minute 47 seconds left.
India will actually regret this. India, I hope, in days to come, as the Commonwealth Games they progress further, I hope they don't have to regret. But this used to be a big problem for India. You would remember, especially in hockey. In
I
those
remember
times.
for many years. I'll never forget the 2000 India versus Poland match. It was India had a chance to make it to the semis, and last second they needed to beat Poland, which is not even a top team. Poland equalized last second. I still remember Dhanraj Pillai just going down on his knees, almost crying. I'll never forget that. So India has seen tough times in hockey, and last minute. I thought we had gotten over that ghost in Tokyo when you were there. Where you saved, where Shijesh made some very crucial saves towards the end.
But there also, I think there were a few. I think one game I remember. Which one it was, I don't know. But something like this did happen. Last gasp goal. That
30 seconds left. 4-all.
And India were leading 3-0, by the way. At
3-1 was it? Or
3-0.
It was 3-0 at one point.
And then
4-1 or whatever.
3-0 they were leading at.
And 4-1 they were leading at one point.
Yeah.
And from 4-1. England have equalized 4-all.
Actually, England, I thought towards the whatever little I could see from here, I thought in the last few minutes, especially the last quarter or second half,
and it's done.
Was very.
Ron
very
Weasley
good.
wants to know the score. It's 4-all. The game is over between India and England, and it's a 4-all draw. Packed house. Packed house. That came full house that watched the hockey match. Palash Swami says, he says, Rahul sir, I'm a very big fan. And he's saying they have match tomorrow also.
Yes.
Very poor management.
Absolutely.
And he's remembering your Olympic coverage.
Yeah, in fact, this blue turf often reminds me of.
Then why did you not go for Commonwealth Games?
Hockey,
No, I don't know. Tell our family. There's nothing.
I missed the accreditation deadline. Just by 1 month.
You would have still gone.
Just by 1 month.
You would have still gone.
And blue turf actually reminds me of the Olympics. And then of course I've covered a few matches in Bhubaneswar also, here in Delhi also. But Palash, you said poor management. I was just wondering, in fact we were having this conversation earlier, that what would have happened had something like this
cricket laga lena.
had happened here in India. People would have been up in arms. It is 10 p.m. right now. In fact, 8 p.m. the match was supposed to start. I think on television news channels, this would have been a national debate.
Yes.
If something like this would have happened.
Yes. But just to remind you, it has happened a few times before in India also. So before we make fun of West Indies and say that, why is this happening in West Indies, because it happens a lot in West Indies, by the way, but it's happened in India 3 times. Just to remind you guys, India versus Australia match in 1984, then India versus West Indies in 1994 at Vizag, and then India versus West Indies 87-88 also. So 3 previous incidents I've just told you, where match either got delayed or cancelled because kitbacks did not reach the ground on time. These 3 incidents happened in India. Again, repeating, India Australia in 84, India West Indies in 1994 Vizag, and India versus West Indies in 87-88. So
but we are talking about
many years
30 years ago.
Yeah, will seldom happen now, not in this India.
No, but if
we have also come a long way.
Yeah, and in late 80s, 90s, you didn't have these private news channels also.
Yes, if you were, there would have been breaking news and people would have gone hammer and tongs.
Okay, Angad is saying in 2010 Commonwealth Games, India played England in semi-final. I watched that game live in Delhi. India were trailing 3-1. Then equalized 3-all in last 10 minutes. Eventually, India won in penalty shootouts 5-4. Exactly. I also remember. I think I was also there. I also covered that match, if I am not wrong. Was it England? Oh, he has moved to the news channel. So what do we do? Should we come back after the toss?
Yes, let's come back
9:35?
after the talk. We'll take a break in exactly about 15 minutes or so. We will. What was our friend Chandresh saying? Go up. Yeah, Bas. He will come, Chandresh. He's doing a live on the hockey just
How
now.
India lost.
You can watch. They didn't lose. It was a draw.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but it was this draw is.
No,
I shouldn't be
draw
saying
is,
this, but yeah.
Yeah, don't
Because,
say it.
they had
Don't say it.
They had almost won that game.
Okay, see you guys in another 19 minutes, right at the toss and the team. Plenty to talk about after the team will be announced. Be nice. Okay, bye. See you. Vanakkam.